Your favorite medium drink for just $1.99. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Coming up on NewsWatch 12 this morning, fire crews responded to a fire that started in a resident's laundry room.
Plus, the House plans to vote this week on a 3-month stopgap funding bill as the clock ticks.
And fall is here, but it looks like we're hanging on to summer for longer.
Watching out for you. This is NewsWatch 12 this morning.
Good morning. It's 6 a.m. on your Monday morning. Welcome to NewsWatch 12 this morning. I'm Damon Alvarado.
And I'm Brinkley Hill. Let's check in with Stormwatch 12 meteorologist Sarah Kress. We were just talking about how today is the first Monday of fall. But what are we seeing in the region when it comes to fall temperatures?
It's not going to be feeling like fall today, especially over along the coast. Brookings, you have a high of 92 today, and already it's 78 degrees in Brookings. It's definitely going to be feeling quite warm. Usually we say head to the coast to escape the cooler temperatures. It's definitely not going to be the case today, but it is feeling a little bit cooler as we're waking up this morning as we head inland. But today temperatures are going to be feeling a lot warmer. We're above average, about 10 degrees in Medford, 7 over into Klamath Falls, and across the region we're going to be seeing temperatures very warm today. 92 into Medford, 90 into Grants Pass, and again Brookings keeping up with those inland temperatures. 92 today into Klamath Falls, a little cooler, 83. And if you're looking to beat the heat today, the place to be is definitely along into the mountains. If you're looking to get a hike in today, it's definitely looking like it. Now the next few days we'll expect these temperatures to linger. We'll be cooling down as we head to the middle of this week. We'll talk more about what to expect in our next forecast.
In our top story this morning, Medford Fire responded to a structure fire that started in a resident's laundry room. There was a first report after 3:10 this morning. That's when smoke detectors woke the resident up when they found their laundry room on fire. When fire crews did arrive, smoke was seen coming out of the apartment building and all the residents were out of the building.
Fire had started in the laundry area, so smoke detectors sounded, woke the occupant up. The occupant went and investigated and found that the laundry room was on fire. She quickly went and got her 2 small children out of bed and came outside, then called 911.
Smoke detector was the biggest takeaway from this fire, according to the fire chief. The exact cause of the fire is under investigation and no injuries were reported. Fire crews from Rural Metro, Grants Pass Fire, and ODF have controlled 6 roadside fires along I-5. The fires were first reported around 2 a.m. this morning, and crews are investigating the cause of the fire.
ODF Southwest and Jackson County Fire District 3 responded to multiple fires along I-5 and Central Point this weekend. NewsWatch 12 was on scene at one of those fires near milepost 36. Just over an acre was burned and a singed 50-foot tall juniper tree. Strong winds really fueled this fire, but the firefighters were able to put it out in just under an hour. Now, all 3 fires were less than 200 acres in size. The cause is currently under investigation.
And firefighters from the Klamath National Forest responded to the copper fire early Sunday in the East Fork of Horse Creek. The fire was less than 1 acre when it was reported. Multiple helicopters, including Air Attack 05 and an incident commander, were on site. Several engines and a KNF Dozer 1 were also involved, and that cause of the fire is still under investigation. And this morning, emergency road closures have been lifted for the Salt Creek and Upper Applegate fires. Both fires were 100% contained earlier this month. Officials are still warning people that ash and dust from the fire is lingering in the air. The ash might contain toxic and cancerous-causing chemicals. Officials are also warning residents to steer clear of any burned trees. They can fall easily, especially when it's windy.
Ashland firefighters local are inviting the community to help support one of their very own. They're holding the first ever Fire in the Kitchen pickleball tournament. And all of the money that's going to be raised is going to be given to Ashland Fire's Daniel Kappels, who was diagnosed with cancer earlier this year. The tournament is going to be on October 12th at Lithia Park, and it'll cost $30 to register a team of 2.
After 2 years, the Rainy Falls Trail has reopened. Repairs were made along the 2-mile Trail Rum Creek fire, but BLM urges caution. Steep drop-offs, rattlesnakes, and poison oak are just some of the remaining risks. Rural Metro Fire also warns visitors of frequent injuries on the trail and note there is no cell service. They say it's best to know the risks and have a plan just in case.
In Medford, hundreds gathered honoring their loved ones living and passed from Alzheimer's while raising funds to cure the disease. An estimated 300 people came together over the weekend for the annual Walk to End Alzheimer's and the Promise Garden ceremony. In their walk, the crowd helped to raise more than $66,000, all going towards funding the cure for Alzheimer's.
Everything we do is rooted in hope. We have hope for the future, we have hope for a cure, and we have hope for today. We are hopeful in our everyday work, and we are hopeful that we will, by taking these steps today, we will have a much brighter and better tomorrow.
In Oregon, more than 79,000 people are living with the disease, and many of them and their loved ones came out to walks throughout the state, raising funds, awareness, and hope for a future in which a cure exists for the disease.
And with this last weekend being World Alzheimer's Day, California Governor Gavin Newsom signed legislation to better serve those living with the disease. A package of 12 bills affecting law enforcement, doctors, and providers in their service to those with Alzheimer's was signed. One bill requires police training on preventing and responding to those wandering with Alzheimer's, autism, and dementia. Another bill requires healthcare professionals who provide at least 25% of their practice to those 65 years and older to take continuing education on dementia and geriatric care, and other bills affecting services, representation, and accessibility.
A traffic accident took place at the intersection of Redwood Highway and Lakeshore Drive in Selma. The Illinois Valley Fire District, along with 3 ambulances from AMR Josephine County, responded to a crash involving 4 people who were taken to a local hospital. Oregon State Police and the Josephine County Sheriff's Office were also dispatched to the scene, with OSP handling the investigation.
This morning, the East Rim Drive along Clear Lake has reopened to the public. There's been construction this summer that just ended, so now visitors can enjoy the scenic beauty of Crater Lake and all that Rim Drive has to offer. The entire drive is going to be open until November 1st or that first big snowfall, whichever comes first. So make sure to get out and experience this drive while you can.
And with school back in session, you may have noticed your commute becoming slower with stop and go traffic. You got to make sure to be patient as children will be out and about making their way to school and bus stops. It is against the law not to stop for a school bus with flashing red lights, to not pass the bus, and always be on the lookout for children crossing the road. The Klamath County School District has school buses with cameras to capture license plates and drivers of violations. If you don't stop, it can cost you a minimum of about $440. No more fishing for your driver's license at the airport. Some California airports will now start accepting those digital IDs we told you about last week. You can now set up a digital license on your iPhone, and you can use your Apple Watch too. California residents can present this digital driver's license or ID at participating airports through the Apple Wallet. And Apple says privacy is of the utmost importance and that they won't know when or where you use your ID.
Had a mobile deal in the DMV wallet for about a year now. So over 650,000 people are participating in the program today. We expect maybe with this announcement that number is going to go up a little bit given the demand for Apple products.
It's part of the DMV's mobile driver's license pilot, which launched last year. It's a move to help provide a secure, convenient, and private way to have IDs on phones. More than 500,000 Californians already have theirs added to digital licenses to their phones using the California DMV Wallet app. San Francisco and Los Angeles International Airport are the only 2 that accept this digital ID right now.